All right. So we're going to look at lesson 11.1, which is modeling perimeter. Now, I know we had skipped chapter 10, and chapter 10 deals with measurement. So throughout the week, if we see stuff on measurement, we're going to actually help you with it. But we wanted to really dial in on modeling perimeter and area and perimeter, specifically this lesson, because it's one of the last skills that we need to finish for the year. So we want to get this over with. So area is something, but let's talk about perimeter. Perimeter, it's just the distance around a figure, okay? Now, we have geoboards here and rubber bands. And let's just say we're going to use a drawing to make, we're going to use a drawing to count the area. So they showed you down here is we have, here it is. From 1 to 1 makes 1 unit. So I'm 1 right here. Now, they want us on our geoboard to make a rectangle that is 3 units on one side and 2 units on the other. So let's just use this one. We have 3 units on one side. So let me just do this. 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units, 2 units on another side, 1 unit, 2 unit, then it has to be 3 units again because that's to be a rectangle, and then 2 units. So we have 3 over here, 3 over here, 2 here, and 2 here. So it goes 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. And I know 3 plus 2 is 5. So think about this. 5 plus 5 makes 10. So it's 10 units around, okay? Around. It's the distance around. So how would the perimeter of the rectangle change if the lengths of the sides were 4 units instead of 3 units? Well, let's see. Let's just do 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. This would be 2. This would be 2. This would be 4, and this would be 4. So the perimeter would change. This is 10. What's 4 plus 2? Makes 6. 4 plus 2 makes 6. 6 plus 6 makes 12. So how would the perimeter of the rectangle change? The perimeter would be 12. It went from 10 to 12. Describe what the rectangle would, describe how you would find the rectangle, describe how you would find the perimeter of a rectangle that has 5 units wide and 6. Well, we have to count 5. We'd have to go 5 down, 6 across, or 6 down, 5 across, 6 up, 5 across, So let's just draw a rectangle right now. We're going to say this is 5 since it's a little bit smaller. If this side's 5, this side's going to be 5. If this is 6, this is going to be 6. So how would we find it? We would add, or let's draw a model. And add each side. And we did that. So we know 5 plus 6 makes 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 and 11, 22. And this is a cool thing, guys. If you know this, if they say it's a rectangle and you know this side and this side, then you know this side and this side because they're the same across, okay? What's over here will definitely be over here. What's up here will definitely be down here, okay? They're the exact same. And I'm adding these 2 up and these 2 up, or you could just go around, 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 5 is 16, plus 6 is 22. A rectangle has two pairs of sides of equal lengths. Explain how you can find the unknown length of two sides when one side is 4 and the other is 14. So this is simple. I just talked about this. We have a rectangle. This side is 4 and this is 14. What do we know what this is? Well, we know it's going to be 14, and we know this side is going to be 4 because a rectangle has two pairs of equal lengths. So what I mean by that is this side and this side is one pair because the pair is 2 and they're equal. So that's 1. And this side is another pair and they're equal. So that's 2. So we know if we know one side of each, we can figure it out. A rectangle has two pairs of equal lengths, comma. So knowing two sides, you can use the same numbers. So while you write that, I'll explain something in a second. Let's say we had a rectangle and it only gave us one side. Let's say it gave us this and it wants us to find the area or the perimeter. We can't do that because we only know this side. This is an unknown number. We cannot guess it, okay? Jill says finding the perimeter of a figure with all the sides of equal length is easier than finding the perimeter of other figures. Do you agree? So she thinks that all shape with all sides the same, that's a square. She thinks doing this would be easier than doing this. Now, do you agree with her? I do, because if you know, or yes, I agree, because all sides are equal, or all sides will have the same number. Or the same length, will have the same length. The easiest thing to find perimeter is a square, because if you know one side, then you know all the sides, and you can just multiply it by 4. 4 times 4, we know that's 16. If it was 5, we know it'd be 20. We don't have to do separate division or separate addition or multiplication. Over here, you could do 4 times 2, 5 times 2, and then add those together. But this is just one problem. It says you can use grid, or pause right here if you need to add this, and now we're going to continue on. It says you can use grid paper to find perimeter figures by counting the units on each side. Start with one arrow of perimeter, then trace. So they just want us to count. So I'm going to trace it. Let me go to red. I got red. Okay. I've been doing red. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is 5. I'm sorry. 5. So this is going to be 5. 1, 2, 3. 3. Notice when I go from a blue line to a blue line, that counts 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. 1, 2, 3. So 5 plus 5 makes 10. 3 plus 3 makes 6. 10 plus 6 is 16 units. Now this one's going to be different. This one we're going to have to count because the sides will not be the same. So let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 units. You just have to count 1, 2, as that, just like that. 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3 here, 4 here. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The next one, it says find the perimeter of each. So let's just go and count it. Let's start at the top. I'm going to put a little mark right where I'm starting so I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I stop right at my mark. Doing the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Stop at my mark. This one's going to be easy. 1, 2, 3. I know this is 3. I know this is 3. I know this is 3. And I know this is 3 because that's a perfect square. 3 times 4 is 12. Now this one, I only got to do 2 sides because it's a perfect rectangle. So 1, 2. I know this side's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. This is going to be 7. 7 and 7 make 14. Plus 2, 16. Plus 2, 18. The next one says a figure with four sides that measures 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 1 centimeter. What's the perimeter? We just got to add them up. 6 plus 4 makes 10. 10 plus 5 makes 15. 15 plus 1 makes 16. Same thing here. A figure with 2 sides that measures 10 inches, 1 side that measures 4 inches, and 1 side that measures 8 inches and then 4 inches. Oh, okay. A figure with 2 sides that measure 10 inches. So how many inches is that going to be? A figure has 2 sides that measure. Huh. Because they give us 3 and they only want 2. So I figure that with 2 sides that measure 10 inches, 1 side that measures 8 inches, 1 side that measures 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add these up. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. This should be 3 sides. Like this. All right. Explain how you find the length of a triangle with equal sides and its perimeter is 27. Oh, this is cool. So a triangle has 3 sides. And we're going to pretend that those are all equal because it says equal lengths. Each side is equal. We got to find 27. So we take the perimeter, which is 27, and we got to divide it. by 3 or by the number of sides. So it's 27 divided by 3, which equals 9. Because we're doing reverse. They gave us what the perimeter equals. I'm not gonna write 27 in there because that's gonna be, but we has to equal 27. I know 9, 9, and 9 will all equal 27. And we found that by just dividing by the number of sides. They could do the same thing with the square. Square has 4 sides. If they said it's 16 total, divide it by 4. Pause it here if you need to. Louisa draws a rectangle with a perimeter of 18 centimeters. Draw or select rectangles that Louisa could have drawn. Mark all that apply. So use the grid to help you. You're not going to have enough to do it. So let's do this. It has to be 18. So if they do one that's 9 and 2, you got to add 9 plus 9 make 18, then add 2 more to it. 18 was 20 and add 2 more, 22. Take each number and double them and then add them together. Guess what? That's over 18. 6 plus 6 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. 12 and 6 make 18. That could work. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. That would not work. 5 plus 5 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8. 10 plus 8 make 18. That would work. 7 plus 7 is 14. 2 plus 2 is 4. 14 plus 4 make 18. Those work. So what I mean by I'm doing this is I'm drawing, like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 3 across. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to look like this, but it gives us each side. So 6 and 3. All I'm doing is doubling it because we know the other sides are going to be the same. 6 and 6, 12. 3 and 3, 6. That's all I'm doing. Kevin is solving perimeter problems. He counts the units and says that the perimeter is 18 units. Describe Kevin's error. Okay, let's find it. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. This should be 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Look at here. 18, 19, 20. So he says it's 18, right? But really, we found his errors. His errors happen right here because he's not counting this one, and right here. He's not counting this one. We counted to it, but let's just go through and do it again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. When we go down or over, that still counts as a unit, okay? We're still using these sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it was right here and right here. You can have two numbers in the same box if they change directions because they're still using a unit. So it's actually 20 units. Describe his error and circle the places. Well, we already did. He forgot to count. He did not count. When the units changed when the units changed in a direction. He didn't. And he probably got confused because he didn't want to put, you know, two numbers in one box, but you can do that. It's not against the law. If we're perimeter, at least. You can do that. We have 17 and 18 here and 3 and 4 here. You can do that. So this is the model perimeter lesson. It's not hard. It is not hard to go through. You guys can you just have to count, you know. You just have to count. You can skip this one. And we're going to put the lesson check online. Make sure that you guys do it, but we're also going to take it up in person. And I'm going to give you a hint. Number 6, it's going to be pounds, or you would say labels. LBS. That's the abbreviation. Pounds or labels. That's the last lesson, but we can go back to it. All right. So other than that, we should be good to go.